This is fall in Reston, Virginia. Small town vibes meets up with big time growth to create a place that is artsy and naturey, but also exciting and fun.
Don't wanna let you down.
Today we'll be exploring some of the urban hotspots, the lakeside favorites, and the places that make Reston truly great. A new crazy wine bar, a local brewery favorite, and lots of classic eats.
But I don't want half of your heart. You can have it back if it's only half of your.
The neighborhood that comes the most alive in the fall has to be Lake Anne. On one end, you've got the beautiful Van Gogh Bridge, which looks awesome in every season. In the middle, you've got the dock and the boardwalk. And on the other end, you got the coffee house and wine bar.
Later in the video, we'll be going to a different wine bar with 50 wines on tap. But first, let's grab a seat at one of the cool outdoor dining spaces in Reston at Kalypso's.
With an awesome view of the water. Kalypso's is a Greek spot, so we got a couple of Greek snacks.
The halloumi grilled goat cheese and the tzatziki with pitas are amazing and make a great mini sandwich snack.
Cheers.
We used to go to Kalypso's for their 50-cent beers, but now we go whenever it's a beautiful day in Reston.
Right across from Kalypso is a really cool local brewery, the Lake Anne Brew House.
Talk about brews with views.
Now this is one awesome patio. 2 doors down that way is a local pretzel company that makes some amazing soft pretzels.
Nordic isn't a shop, so you have to get their pretzels at places like the Brew House.
That is a big boy pretzel.
For the fall season, the Brew House brews a special Pretzel Beer, so I figured why not garnish it myself.
That's right, we've got ourselves a Pretzel Beer. Prost.
Cheers from Lake Anne. Back in the day, Reston Town Center was the hotspot in Northern Virginia, and it still has a lot to do, but things have changed.
The first thing you have to do now when you come to Reston Town Center, and I'm not joking, you have to pay to park. So just use Park Mobile, right? Wrong. You have to download a specific Reston Town Center only app. My favorite spot to go in RTC is one of the newest places they have. It is a wine bar. It's called 60 Vines. Let's go. Look up and down the wall here. 55 different wines on tap. Have you ever seen so much wine in your life? Most breweries don't even have a selection like this.
I mean, there's gotta be something you like.
We got the wine flight, white, rosé, red, bubble, the blend, the rosé all day, the red, and the bubble.
Later in the episode, we'll be getting tacos and sushi, but I still had to get some food here.
The other thing I like here are the small plates that have the shishito peppers and the Brussels sprouts.
An awesome atmosphere and a chill vibe. It's more than a restaurant, it's an experience, and they can steal that slogan.
If you don't know anything about wine like me, the staff knows everything. The food is really, really good, and the restaurant itself is just cool. Cheers to Reston, cheers to you, and cheers to 65.
Reston is really cool because they have a bunch of different lakes.
The big public lake and park that everybody goes to is Lake Fairfax. They've got sports fields, they've got boat rides, they've got camping, they've even got a water park. And it's a great place to take a walk around the perimeter of the lake. The lake isn't the only place for a nice walk, and for this video, I walked all over Reston. I saw some of the cool street art and eventually ended up at the ever-growing Reston Station. Next up is a place that was here well before the towering buildings of Reston Station went up. It's definitely worth coming across the street. It's Taco Zocalo.
Taco Zocalo opened 7 years ago, and it now has multiple locations, but the one here in Reston is their original OG location, so we had to check it out.
They do things a little differently from some of the other taco spots. You get the pico de gallo on there. Comes with sour cream. I didn't put it on here. Chorizo, the steak. We got the brisket right here. These things are so delicious. They're a little bit drippy, and that's the good flavor on there. Don't forget the sauce. The brisket taco here is different from every other taco place in the area. This is the one you want to get. Woo! Reminds me of the tacos I had in Austin. And then this bad boy was extra shrimp. Shrimp. But you can also order the tacos with the best toppings, onion and cilantro. They call them their street tacos. I had to get a trio. Best part about today's trip, I've got a couple extra tacos to take home with me. But if you're ever in this area or one of the other places where they have a location, check them out.
The tacos were filling, but I had to make room for the place in Reston that I go the most, Ariake Sushi.
It's so fast, it's not very expensive, but the food is awesome. It's kind of out here in the middle of nowhere, Ariake.
I've eaten at a lot of sushi places in the DMV, and this is one of my go-tos.
This place is always packed, and oh yeah, the sushi is great.
I love coming here for lunch and enjoying the miso soup, the house salad, and a cup of tea before the main course comes out.
This is the sushi sashimi lunch. It comes out fast. The sushi is super fresh.
I'm a pretty adventurous sushi eater, but there's nothing like returning to the classics for a quick and easy sushi lunch. And Ariake gives you a solid basic selection with great taste.
How about the mochi ice cream? Green tea. It's squishy, it's mushy, but the green tea flavor is delicious. Another amazingly fast, amazingly fresh, and amazingly delicious meal. One of my favorite spots in all of Reston, Ariake. Arigato.
I had a great day in Reston today, but there's so much more out there to explore. Today we only did a handful of things, but we did get to go to some really cool places and see some really beautiful sights. So we'll have to come back sometime, but thank you for joining me out in Reston, and I look forward to seeing you on my next DMV adventure.
I feel your heart